It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. And it's coming up next.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it's so good to see Kirk Cousins back on the field. Think back just a year ago, Mike, that severe Achilles injury. Kirk Cousins is looking to be the first quarterback since 2000 and Trent Dilfer to start an NFL game following an Achilles injury. So he's got an uphill battle, but the fact that he's out there playing under center for the Falcons is a great start.
They go play action with Cousins. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got that to Irv Smith, his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And they'll run it for the first time with the veteran out of Florida State, Dalvin Cook. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. He'll try and run here with Cook. He's going to have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught, and he's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Here's Greg Joseph for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the number one goal is to come out with a victory.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing on the first play is Jones. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Jones now on first down. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. Here's 2nd and 2. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jones, going to give it to Barkley. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Jones. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Play action now. It's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll find Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Handoff, running left. This is Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Cousins to throw. And he'll take it on in. K.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Minnesota. On is Joseph for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Michael Pierce there to meet him. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd down and 9. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A run out of the gun with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Here's Cook. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Joseph's kick is good. And the Vikings going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We've got an injury on the field. Oh, it's Daniel Jones, no stranger to being injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. We are through 1. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Cousins on the bootleg. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to...
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Shepard. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Giants.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Back to the air one more time. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He's going to run it. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Giants are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Vikings offense. And their running back set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Cousins. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, Cousins. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Cousins gonna throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Third and 9. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this 1st half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quick throw, taken in. They'll motion over Thielen. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. He is in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Joseph now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Vikings move out to a 24-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man is Kadarius Toney, the former Giant. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. He's got a man. That's Toney. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first and 10, it's Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw is Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. He'll work forward for a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Jones to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On 1st down, Cousins. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide?
Brian Daboll displeased with that one, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Cousins. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. It's 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing his Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On play action, it's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Throw across his body is complete, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls, it's been intermediate shots, it's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Cousins now on 2nd down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Jones. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Xavier Woods there on the stop. Throwing is Jones on third down. He'll try a long ball looking for Tony. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A carry for Cook. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They go play action with Cousins. A pass caught right side by Conklin.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Cousins. Time for the deep shot looking for Thielen. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Cousins gonna throw. He'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Tyler Conklin, touchdown Minnesota. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Shotgun now for Jones. A throw on the move is caught. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Giants first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Back-to-back gains of 10 yards and back-to-back first downs.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To throw, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Giants sending out their punter as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. In motion, it's Jefferson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And now here comes the punt team, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Jones. That's over the middle and taken in by Tony. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And now it's going to be third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now Jones going to give it to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. It's Jones. That is brought in at the 10. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up second and goal.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and he will dive into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. James Bradbury right there gets a hand on it to break it up.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. To throw is Jones. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical backbreaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Now Jones throwing on second down. Off he goes. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. From the gun, it's Jones. This one is caught by Shepard. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Jones now on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Caught by Saquon. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
That pass caught right side by Tony. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Tony, the man in motion. On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground, and he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Giants. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. He'll try and run here with Cook. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. First and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.